Hello, Trois-nids or Trois-nids. Thanks for sending me a sample of your data set. That was certainly very helpful. Figured it'd just be easier to talk this through a little bit and show a video. I just downloaded your PDF, and rather than, I don't know if you're using Adobe Pro maybe to convert it to a spreadsheet. If you have Office 365, from the Data tab, you can get data from PDF. And that's what I'm going to do here. I just have it here on the desktop. It's a large file, so it does take a little bit of time. I think I'm going to go two routes with this because I don't fully understand from your explanation. If you want the data all just in one column, or if you want to separate each of the groupings of data, I'll say. So I'll walk through both, but again, large file, so this does take a little bit of time to import. All right, so if we click each page, we can kind of see what the data is going to look like. Obviously, we don't need this, but click on the file because we're actually going to import all these pages and then transform data. And then we aren't actually going to use any of these columns here, but right at the data column, we're going to expand this. And you can uncheck use original column name as prefix. We don't need that, but you can see now how it kind of imports the data here. A couple things I want to point out. So we will get rid of this, as I presume it's just this data that you're looking to keep. And I know you mentioned right around like 61 type of error occurring. See how there's a null field here because there's this one just sitting off on the side. This is something I talked about with when you're importing PDFs. Sometimes, I don't know if it's a page number it's picking up on, or yeah, probably here's a 2. And sometimes that can cause the data to not work how we expect it to. Regardless, here's what I'm going to do. I really only want to work with this column of the data set here. So I'm just going to select column 1, right click, and remove other columns. Then I'm going to get rid of the top 8 rows so that this becomes my start row. So I'm going to, at home, remove columns, remove top rows, 8. There's my start row. Now as well, because we had that 1 that was sitting over here, these page numbers, I presume, we also want to filter out then from this data set any of the nulls. So just click that drop arrow, uncheck null, click OK. So now this might be what you're looking for. I'm just going to rename the column data. We'll make it type text. And let me just load this. I'll close and load it. And you can decide if this is truly what you had intended, if it's all supposed to be in one column, or after this loads, we'll go through and kind of split them into 3 groupings. So here it is. This would be the table. Obviously, we can take away or change your table style however you want. And so through all this, it does go down, all the way to 9,298. And there aren't any blanks or anything like that. So if this is what you're looking for, that's simple. If you're looking to have them split, I'm going to double click and go back into the query here. So I kind of see 3 groupings: this number, then this middle piece, and I don't know if this is a name and then I presume these are names within the parentheses. So we'll split these in case that was something you were looking to do. So first I'm going to split by delimiter. I'll transform with the column selected, split by delimiter, and I'm going to select space, but only the leftmost delimiter. That's going to split first this number. Now you can see that it did turn it into a number. If that's what you want, great. If you want to keep the leading zeros, then just change this data type to text, replace current, and that will keep the leading zeros for if this is an ID, for example. Next, we have I'm going to say a space with a parentheses here, left parentheses. So split column by delimiter. So it does have a parentheses here already for me. I'm just going to put a space onto it. And again, this isn't necessary for this data set, but I'm still going to choose leftmost. Click OK. Now we have this piece. And now in the end, we obviously don't need this parentheses with a space and a period. So I'm going to select the column, right click on it, replace values, and the parentheses space period, I'm just going to leave blank. And there then are the list of names. So we kind of have group 1. Obviously, you could name these whatever the intent is, group 2, group 3. The last thing I would recommend is selecting everything with Control A, and then transform, format, and trim. Just in case there are any lingering spaces in here, it's just good to have it trimmed. So now, if we close and load this, it'll have the 3 columns, which I don't know if you're trying to do analysis on that or not. Again, you can stop earlier in the video if this is what you were looking for. And if you're looking to split those up into their own columns, then this is what you would do. Certainly, if this isn't what you intended, let me know and we can look at it further, but I hope that this solves your issue. I am posting this on YouTube, but I'm going to keep this private and I'll just send it to you in the direct message because I don't know if this is confidential information and I don't want to share that with anyone but you then in that case. So, and if you want me to take it down after you've seen the video, please just let me know and I will delete the video. But let me know if that works out for you. Thanks.